Hey guys, welcome to 4 Acre Farm. This is Josh. So it's been just a few weeks actually since I've done an update. I just really got busy doing stuff and didn't really do any videos. It's raining on me out here this morning, but we're gonna try and give you a little quick tour of how everything's going in these last weeks since we've seen each other. The last time I posted a video, it was right after I had planted the pumpkins in our new garden space. Shortly after that, we cleaned the chicken coop out, got all the manure there, and I just threw it directly onto the garden area to fertilize it. What I hadn't counted on was that the chickens I wasn't able to digest all the corn, and so after about a week, I had a garden full of corn coming up, and so I just left it. The pumpkins are growing in there along with the corn. The field corn. We'll be able to harvest it and feed it right back to the chickens. So it worked out pretty good. But I'll go over there and I'll give you a shot of how that garden looks now. All right, guys, here we are at it. Look at all that corn, guys. The whole thing is in corn. You can see our pumpkin plants growing right here. The pumpkin plants are doing good along with the corn. They're growing pumpkins and the corn's growing and everything's happy over here. But I mean, so much corn come up, it was ridiculous. We had no idea that would happen. But hey, that's a bonus. We get pumpkins plus corn to feed back the chickens. So now we're gonna show you the pumpkin patch. It's gone crazy. All right, guys, so the last time you guys probably saw this pumpkin patch, the pumpkins had started to grow fairly well. They hadn't even started to vine yet. But this pumpkin patch, guys, is completely crazy now. There are pumpkins everywhere. Some of the weeds come up. I couldn't really do anything about that, but look at how far these pumpkin plants have gone out even into the yard. This pumpkin patch, to give you a little bit of measurement, the pumpkin patch is roughly 30 feet by 100 foot long. And I mean, it is just covered with plants. They've actually produced so many pumpkins that the vines are actually starting to die off. The pumpkins are turning orange. Some of them have already turned completely orange. I'll be picking those and curing those and storing them until Halloween. But let me see if I can show you guys just a few of these big pumpkins. Here's a tiny one on the ground. Guys, you'll notice the foam boards I put underneath the pumpkins. It's simply just to keep them from rotting on the ground. We put foam insulation under them, the ones that we could find, the ones we could get to kind of protect them. Let me show. There's one right there. Look at these big old pumpkins, guys. We'll walk a little further in here. I'm in the middle of the pumpkin patch now, guys. Some right over there. Guys, there's pumpkins everywhere. I think tomorrow I'll work on getting some of them cut off the vine, get them out to storage, and when we get them all cut out, we will do a video, give you an update of all the pumpkins that we got out of here. And we're just gonna do the ones that are ready now. There's plenty of green ones here, plenty of green ones in here still, but we'll get the orange ones out tomorrow, get them cured, and then we'll give you another video on all the ones we were able to do. So now let's go show you all the garden. All right, guys, so next year, I've already started on the gardening for next year. We're gonna do the little row gardening. I've been tilling these strips. These strips are about 3 foot apart and 100 foot long. I've got 4 of them done now. And our plan is to continue them on up to the road. And so next year, this whole field right here will just be in vegetables. So we've got the first 4 tilled. They'll be, we actually ordered some black sheet mulching to go down. We'll be planting directly into the sheet mulching, the plastic sheet mulching, to keep the weeds down. Kind of excited about that for next year. But we've got some fall stuff planted in our little makeshift greenhouse here. It's nothing special, but we got some water on it right now. All right, guys. So we just threw this little makeshift greenhouse up to kind of get some fall veggies growing. Take you in here. Here's all the starts we got. Got some radishes, lettuce, carrots, and they're all sprouting and doing pretty good. We'll see how it goes. This is our first year trying to do the fall crops. Here is an update on the square foot gardening situation that we've got. It didn't do as good as we had planned, as good as we had hoped, but we're still getting the harvest off of it. It's actually raining on me now, so here's the first one. Guys, these little pickle and cucumber plants took off and have done amazing. Probably the best thing we've had. We come and get cucumbers off of them every day. We're not pickling any of them. The girls like them too much, so they're just eating on them. But the pickling cucumbers are good. We're having our jalapenos are producing. They're not amazingly well, but they are producing. Our okra's doing pretty decent. We've already made 1 picking of okra, and we've got okra ready. We had green beans right here. We've already picked the green beans, picked those 2 days ago. We've got 2 more rows of green beans that'll be ready in about a week or so. Here is the green bell peppers that we're having in a square foot garden. They're growing little green bell peppers. They're doing good. Our tomato plants are producing very, very well. They have a ton of tomatoes on them. We're just waiting for them to turn red, and we'll be harvesting those. These are our big boys. Those are our Roma tomatoes. The okra up here did not do so well, and the celery didn't do so well. So guys, we had some fails this year, but whatever. We're trying new things. We're trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and so there's going to be some failures, guys. If you fail at something, it's not a big deal. Just learn a lesson from it. We're learning a lesson this year. So here are the gourds. Now, the last time I think you all saw our gourds, I think they were only like 2 or 3 inches high, and now they've grown out of their box up onto the chicken coop like we had planned. And guys, look how high they go. They're like 20 foot high up into this tree right here. Something I really didn't plan on doing, growing up in the tree, but they did. So here's one of our first bird gourds growing there. And so the bird gourds, and then over here is the loofah gourds. Loofah gourds have grown like crazy. But I'll be honest with you guys, they're not really producing the gourds like I thought they would. They're growing a lot of vine and not a whole lot of gourd. And from my research, that means there's something wrong with the soil. So we'll have to amend the soil next year and get that back to working like it should. Right, let me give you an update on our sweet potatoes in the buckets. Guys, I would say that was a complete failure. I think they've really gotten too much rain. It's been an amazingly wet summer here in Kentucky. We usually are in drought conditions about this time of year, but I'm standing right now in the pouring rain giving you this video. It's been raining. Well, guys, I went almost a month without watering the pumpkins. It rained almost every day for a month. We had a chance of rain every day this week. But what the rain hurt the potatoes, but it really helped our pumpkins. It really helped our garden. Let me take you around the other side of this. I'll show you how these other gourds did. Now, if you'll remember, we had ornamental gourds growing right here. and dipper gourds back there. The ornamental gourds started out good, vining good, and then the worms got a hold of them. And I believe they have completely killed those vines. They're dying out. So this side of the gourds was a complete failure too, just because I didn't get to the worms quick enough, and all the vines pretty much succumbed to bugs this year. Next year I'll have to stay. I'll have to stay a little more up. I'll have to be a little more vigilant on the bugs next year. But anyway, I just want to give you a quick tour in the rain. The goats. You can see the goat house right there. They're doing good. The chickens are growing. The chickens actually have started laying eggs. We're getting 3 eggs a day. Of course, we've got 20 pullets, so we've got several more that are eventually going to start laying. But up there on the chickens, they're laying. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this update. I just wanted to give you guys a quick tour of the farm. I know I hadn't been with you in a couple weeks, but I'll try and be putting up some more videos as we harvest the pumpkins and get them ready. And anyway, thanks for tuning in. If you haven't, like and subscribe. God bless.